a day you've been dreading, but a day that perhaps makes sense, bearing in mind what's happened over the past few weeks?
Yeah, not been an easy day today. Although, to be fair, if you read the press release, you'd understand that we did quite a bit of talking on Saturday night. It wasn't something that we wanted to happen. And we had yesterday where we all were able to sit back and look at it in the cold light of day, and we had a very fruitful meeting last night with Andrew and myself and the manager, Greg. And what we did today was all fairly well planned, and I think went accordingly this morning.
But I think you can see by looking in both your eyes, it's been an emotional occasion.
Well, yeah, anybody who's, I've got a company and people, long service people, I like continuity myself. People who've worked here for over 6 years, you build a relationship up and respect with each other. So it was very difficult Saturday night, wasn't it, John?
Was there a realisation, because you saw what Greg had to say over the coming weeks, it seemed to be building and building and building, was there a realisation on his part that things had to change? And
yeah, I think really he did expect it, I think, yeah.
I think the important thing was he, as well as us, understood that the important feature here is not the individuals and people, but it's all about the club, and the club must go on. The club goes on for the fans and for the city and for Cumbria. And so it was the club and the effect that poor results were having on the club, on the attendances, and hence on the viability of the club, that made us move when we did move, and made us talk much more seriously when we did talk. But it's a club issue more than anything else. It wasn't an individual issue. Andrew and I had been at the matches this season. We were overjoyed, really, with a fantastic battling performance at Colchester. I think none of us really expected to come away from Brentford with any points at all, so we were really pleased with that. And we were hoping that we'd just build on that, and that we'd turn that corner that we needed to turn, but that wasn't to be.
Andrew mentioned the realisation on Greg's part. How was he when the crunch came and you said, right, it's good, that's it?
Well, he was emotionally, as they do. I've seen him on a number of occasions, but not one that's been here as long as Greg. So it was emotional, yeah. But he more or less, people in football know what's happening. And, he knew exactly what was happening, but he left on good terms, and we have every respect for him. And likewise for ourselves, I should think.
It's a difficult thing about all this, that what he did and what he achieved here with the 2 Wembleys, the victory at Wembley, and the league finishes is kind of tarnished by the last few weeks.
Yeah, no, nothing's tarnished for Greg as a person or anything that he's achieved. That's why he's gone away with our utmost respect, and he's welcome back here at any time. And that's why we went about the business the way we've gone about it. I think he said it to me last night when we were talking. He said, I knew football's a cruel game, and it's all, and I said at the beginning of the season, it's a game of chance. And on Saturday there were 2 or 3 great chances for Carlisle United. Lee Miller hit the bar. I think Dave Symington's shot was turned around the corner, and Troy from 2 yards managed to get it over the top, and we don't know how that happened. And those chances in the blink of an eye were missed, and that happens. And yet in the 93rd minute it was a cruel blow to have a goal scored against after another injury, which was Danny Livesey left the field. And I think Greg said last night, I knew at that point in time that that things were probably beyond where we could go. And so there's realisation all round, I think, from all of us at that point in time, that we were past the time that we could put things right. So it was bravely borne by him, and I think a brave decision all the way around. And we move forward from a club point of view, and we go with his blessing. And he's left behind us, I think he's left behind us a really good team, really strong team. He's left behind a good team on the coaching side, so very pleased about that. And, there have been some real cruel injuries this season, and you can call them cruel, you can call them bad luck, whatever you like. I think we're 5 weeks into the season, and I think there have been 6 names in the left-back position, 6 names on sheets at one time or another, starting off with Chris Chandler, who should have been ready for the season to start and wasn't. So, and then that final blow on Saturday when Danny Livesey went off injured was probably just the turning point that turned the whole game. So things are difficult, and we knew that, he knew that, and we now move forward.
But on the outside, people say